Morning everyone, today I'll be testing the Triumph 1200 Tiger Rally Pro Explorer to see how I like that compared to my Honda. So please stay tuned and like and subscribe. I'll catch you later, thank you, bye. Right, we are on even Triumph 1200 Explorer. The big boy, and it's very light. I can't get over how light it is actually. With a big tank on, the 30 litre tank, it's really light. Sounds nice with the T-plane crank on. All singing and dancing this bike is. That heated seats, adjustable windscreen, as you can see. Right, let's go to the motorway then. Let's go on the motorway and find out what it's like. Nice engine note to it. I've got it on normal road mode at the moment. Not got it on sports, so we're just trying it on the motorway. Again, I've got a clutch on it. To start it, you've got to pull the clutch in. The bite's quite good, but you've got to let it out a bit. I'd need to adjust it for me. But it is nice. It's a lot quieter than some of the other big bikes I've tested, like the BM. I like the windscreen, how you can put it up, put it down even, and then put it up again. Nice bike, nice comfortable, nice seat. Very nice sound to the engine. So far, there's not a lot not to like about this bike. And I was going to compare it to the Africa Twin that I've got, DCT, I would say very much up there with that, and the BMW GS. I'd say first impressions are it's better, it rides nicer, not as noisy, it's a nice place to be, the angle bars are a nice size, sorry, a nice height even. The TFT is absolutely wonderful, as you can see. The wind on the motorway with this screen fully up is quite adequate. It's got a little bit of buffeting, but it's not as vibrating as much as other models that I've tested. Just get used to these buttons on the right hand side, the indicators, nice big buttons, you can work. I don't know if there's backlighting on this or not, because it's obviously not dark at the moment. I didn't think I'd like this, the big version. I prefer the smaller tank, I think, but to be fair, I think it makes sense, especially if you're doing a lot of touring on this with a 30 litre tank on this. It's protects your knees from the wind. Got all crash bars are standard on it. I will take you for a little walk around with the bike in a bit, but I just want to do some riding first and then show you the walk round later on, rather than starting off with a walk round. A good friend of mine, Mr. Gilly Bikes, give him a plug there, reckon that the quick shifter on this is really smooth. I'll test that out as well at some point. Yes, and it is, I can confirm, it is very smooth. I think you have to slightly de-throttle for it to change, but it is a lot smoother than some of the other bikes I've tested. I don't know if I like that or not now, the indicator someone's behind you, but then again, I suppose it's a safety feature that you get used to, and it comes standard, so well, yeah, it should be standard because this is a 19 grand bike compared to 17.9 or whatever for the other standard version with a smaller tank. But so far I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving it. Nice place to be. In fact, I was going to buy one of these before I bought my Africa Twin. It's not been a mistake buying my Africa Twin because it's a different bike. But this is a nice bike to be on. I'd like to take it on a tour. I think the heated seats are good as well on this. I'm sorry about a wind noise, but because I'm up motorway. This helmet's a Shoei modular helmet. Not normal, that window. Can't believe for a massive bike, tall bike, really is tall this, but I'm still flat footed. It's so light and nimble, and you don't get that little bit of a wobble at high speed that I get on my Africa Twin, because it's a big 21-inch front wheel this, and it's a shaft drive as well, and you don't get any kick down when you put the throttle back. And with this T-plane crank, I don't know what all the hoo-ha is with the, oh, it's a bit rattly, it's a bit this, it's a bit that. It's not at all, it's very good. There's not vibration, there's vibration on every bike, but it's seamless. It really is a nice bike, this, and it is top brass. I don't think I like this green, but I think I'd have it in black, to be honest. I sooner have it in red, but we don't make a red version. Well, not in this one. Yeah, I've noticed when you've got this throttle on full on and you try to use the quick shifter, you've got to slightly take a little bit of throttle off, then it changes up. Otherwise it doesn't want to change up, which is a bit weird, because I thought keep your throttle on full when you're changing up. Obviously not on this. There's nothing wrong with that, it's not a deal breaker, but I can definitely say that the quick shifter on this is superior towards anything I've tested with the quick shifter. You don't feel anything, there's no clunk, there's no noise, it just does it exactly what it says on the tin. I think there might be an issue with other road users when they see that flashing when there's something behind you, because they might interpret it that you're turning, especially if they're looking at you from behind and you're behind them when you are turning and there's no indicator on. It might be a little bit off-putting. The heated seat's good on this, definitely say that. The pegs are a little bit short for me, a little bit tiny. I need some proper big pegs on it, a little bit. They must think everybody's feet's size 5s or something, got size 10 feet, but with motorbike boots on, you just need a little bit more bulk on the pegs. But they are comfy and they're sat in a nice position, not too forward, not too back, a bit like my Africa Twin. I will have to test the smaller tank version though, just to see, but this one so far, you don't notice that. You don't notice how big it is when you're riding it. It's like other big bikes I've ridden. You don't notice it when you're on it. It's just dead light. It doesn't feel top heavy, but then again, I've not fueled it up properly yet. It just needs some fuel, and I will stop and get some on the way back. But it doesn't appear to be top heavy at all, and that front wheel, that 21-inch wheel, doesn't move, doesn't falter. It's very well planted, goes where you want it to go. It's a grand bike, this. I do like it, and I definitely would have one. Unfortunately, I don't know whether I'd have one today or not, so I might lose too much money in the Africa Twin. But in a year's time, I expect I'll be going for one of these. I prefer it towards the GS, and I could see myself touring on this. It just feels a bit more at home. Everything works a lot better. It's not as rough on startup. I mean, that's not having a go at a GS. The GS is an iconic bike. It's beautiful, but this just does it for me a bit more. But having said that, I'd never say never to get an Auto GS because they're legendary bikes. And eventually one day I'll get one, but at the moment this would be my go-to bike. Have to be Africa Twin. and that's saying something, because that Africa Twin, I absolutely love that DCT. And on the motorway you don't get much buffeting at all. Okay, the screen is up like, and there's no fancy electronics, you just put it up, put it down. The other thing I need to mention on this is the electronic suspension. It's got this as standard, well, it's got everything on this bike, top model. The suspension's very good. I've set it a little bit, it's set on normal, but I've set it a few bars above normal, and it is no dive at the front, solid on the back, and it's in normal road mode. I will put it in sports mode soon, and then I'll find the difference. Right, I'm not going to do any more filming up motorway now because I don't want to bore you, so we'll get on some nice twisty roads, and I shall pull up somewhere nice and scenic and do a review. So, need some fuel. Got off the motorway, and see the engine get to about 5,000 revs or so, and you can feel a little bit of shake, a little bit of noise, vibration, but no more than any other motorcycle I've ridden. The suspension is brilliant, not so much dive at all, and I can't believe it, I can just about flat foot this bike, just about, so it's taller than my Africa Twin. This is one big tall bike, this, with that tank on. It's got some presence on this road. Nice low down torque as well. It's a lot smoother than mine, this. Well, a little bit smoother. It's not got as much torque as mine, but then again it's in normal road mode. When I put it in sports mode, we'll see. There's Triumph there though. Destination unknown. And something else about time, I can't really remember it. Never mind, but it is good. I do like that slogan they've got. Oh, that's good, that quick braking. No problem at all. Nice and manoeuvrable. Nice and easy. Slow speeds. I don't know if it's got a wheelie control on here or not, I don't know. But like it's a little bit breezy here. Look at all them leaves. It's going mad. Got a bit of a wind going on. Look, there's a rainbow there. No, my luck, end of that rainbow, I'll find a crock of shit. Hey. This is where I don't want to be, with my fuel light on, stuck in traffic. It's not the place to be. I might have to do a little bit of feathering. A little bit of sneaky. Anyway, what you doing on a Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon even? I know what I'm doing. I'm testing this Triumph. Fantastic, isn't it? So then, in filtering, this is quite a good bike. Very stable, fit through the gaps alright, as you can see. Bit of feather on the clutch and you're right. And we're off. No messing about there, lad, is there? Absolutely fantastic, I'd say. No messing about there. Well, good afternoon everyone. What are you doing on a Wednesday afternoon? I'm here reviewing this lovely Rally Explorer Triumph 1200 in the lovely weather that we've got here in England. British weather's great, isn't it? It's absolutely even it down. But this is an adventure bike, and this is to do with this type of weather, isn't it? This is to home with this type of weather. Well, what can I say about this bike? It's absolutely brilliant. Clutch, quick shifter, heated seats, nice big 30-litre tank. It's got heated grips, different levels, and a nice sound to the engine with a T-plane crank. And crash bars are standard. It's got electric suspension on it, which is really good. There's got different type of wing mirrors on this model because it's a top model. The windscreen goes up and down dead easily, like you can see.
The handlebars are really nice, to be honest. The clutch is nice and light, even though it bites a little bit too far out for me. Nice wind protection when you're on the motorway. Shaft drive. Obviously this is the lovely green. I prefer it in black personally, so please let me know what you think and the colour of the tank. The look of it, I think aesthetically it looks a lot better than the GS, but that's my opinion. I don't know what your opinion is. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Seems to brighten up a little bit better now, this weather. This is the one with the 21-inch wheel. It's very planted on the motorway and blipping around the roads. I've had it on road mode, rain mode. I've just put it on sports now. So it's got a really nice TFT screen on it. Nice and big. The suspension's very good as well. Really like this bike. This would be on my list, probably more so than the GS. It angles really well. The gear changer, quick shifter, blipper, very good. But when you're changing gear, you've just got to throttle off just a touch for it to work, otherwise it doesn't work, which is different. But I quite like it. What do you think? Please like and subscribe, and I'll get back to do some more riding because the sun's out now. Alright, see you later, bye.
Right, I've now got it in sports mode. Different types of sports mode you can have on. To be fair, it doesn't seem all that much different to road mode. Unless I've set it wrong, I don't know. But that T-plane crank, it's got similar characteristics to my twin, but it's not got that grunt as twins got. It's not as very torquey. I know it's a different engine. It's nice, good engine. It's not got as much torque. I suppose it depends what you're used to, doesn't it, really? However, I do like it a lot. Definitely on my list. And it's before the GS, dare I say it. For all you hardened GS's out there, sorry about that. You need to ride one of these. And you need to ride the twin as well, the DCT. Few people like it, few people don't. It's an acquired taste, I suppose. Depends how you ride and your riding style. But yeah, that's better. Sports mode on it, there's a bit more of immediate response when you open that throttle. Well, I've had a good ride on this bike, done a review, bit of a walk round, and I can safely say that it's a very nice bike indeed. Very nice. Quite similar to mine, a few aspects, but I do like the keyless start on it, and I do like a lot of the other modes on it. Quite nice. Love that TFT screen, really nice. So please like and subscribe, and I'll be back to you soon.